Hey guys, what's going on? TTL here, and in today's video, I'm going to be giving my top 5 League of Legends props for August 10th. We had a rough day today, but we're still up a ton of units if you are in the Patreon. If you're not, click the link in the description. You can join the Patreon. It's only $10 a month for our League of Legends slips, or if you want CSGO, MLB, NBA, NFL, MMA, all that kind of stuff, it's $25 a month. I'm not just saying this, I do recommend the all access because we are up a ton of units if you're all access, but we're only up a few units if you only get the League of Legends slips. I will continue to give out free plays like this, but you do not get the exact slips, and League of Legends has been getting bumped really quickly lately. These are not going to be the lines you guys are going to get these at. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. So what I have done is making it clear there will be bumps. So I have set a number that I would take the prop up to so that hopefully I don't get as many questions saying, oh, will you take him at this? If he is over the number that I recommend taking him until, do not take it. For example, our first prop is Viper over 10.5. As you can see at the bottom, I would take Viper over up until 11.5. Once he hits 12, don't take him. If he's at 11.5, feel free to take him. If he's at 11, feel free to take him. If he somehow goes down and he's at 9, take him. But I'm trying to add that to every single player so that you guys can understand what I kind of project them for and when I would stop taking that player. So first of all, we do have Viper over 10.5. I would take this up until 11.5, like I said. He averages 6.8 kills per game, and I expect Edward Gaming to be able to sweep Anyone Legends tomorrow. They've been performing extremely well lately. His projections put him at right around 13 to 14 kills, and he plays a lot of crazy champions, right? He's been performing extremely well lately. I think his team win via sweep. This should be very fun to watch, and I'm excited to see Viper on many carry champions to get tons of kills. He's a very fluid player. Some games he'll play something like Draven, other games he'll play Aphelios or Lucian or maybe even Zeri. And all of these champions that I named are very good at getting some quick kills. They're very good in the late game, and I just expect him to absolute curb stomp tomorrow. I think he gets tons of kills. Like I said, I have him projected for 13, 14 kills. So 10.5 is way too low. 11.5, that's still way too low. Once you get to 12, 12.5, that's when you can just stop taking this just because it's iffy. It's very close to what I have him projected for. Prop number 2, I have Prince over 6. This is going to be bumped very clearly, I think. I would take this up until around 7. It starts getting risky after 7 because he does not perform in losses. He performs very well in wins, but if T1 end up sweeping Live Sandbox, this will be very hard for him to hit, I believe, especially after 7. He has an average of 5.1 kills per game in general, but just over 2 kills per loss, like 2.1, 2.2 kills per loss. They're facing off versus T1, like I said. T1 have been slacking lately. I personally think that this series goes to 3 games, but it is a little bit of a risk once Prince gets to 7, just because if T1 end up sweeping, it's very rough. I still think he can hit 6, but after 7, it's kind of... that's just where it gets really iffy. He should have the opportunity to get plenty of kills here, as both LSB and T1 tend to play super aggressive playstyles. So they're all just going in to get kills, dying, giving kills to the other team. I expected it to be very bloody. He's been performing really well for us lately. But caution, just like I just said, if T1 do sweep, this will be hard for him to hit. That's why I would stop taking him at 7. Prop number 3, I have JunJia over 5. This is the jungler for Edward Gaming. I would take this up to 6, but would not take this after it got up to 6.5. He's averaging 2.9 kills per game, which would be right around 5.8 per series. But this is counting games that they have lost. I expect Edward Gaming to sweep here versus Anyone's Legend. I think it's going to be very bloody. as AL are a kind of weaker tier team for the LPL, and I think that there should be plenty of opportunity for EDG to get a ton of kills. That's why I was so big on Viper's over as well. JunJia is starting for EDG tomorrow in this series, but he does come with a very, very slight risk of being subbed out for JJ. I'm not too worried because if EDG win the first game, he should not be subbed out at all. If they do lose, if JunJia underperforms, that's where it gets risky. But I don't expect that to happen. JunJia has been absolutely dominating when they win, and I don't think that there's going to be too much of an issue here, as he can easily pick up Viego or Wukong and reach this number with ease, maybe even in one game if we get lucky, hopefully. I do see these games being bloody enough for Viper and him both to cash, and for them both to cash in one game potentially. There's plenty of potential here. Prop number 4, I have Ruler over 11. So I would take this prop up until 12.5, but would stop when it hits 13. So at 12.5, I would still hit it, but once it hit 13, that's when I stop. He has an average of 6.8 kills per game and per win because they've won the past 10 games, which would set him at around 13.6. He's been a monster. He's gone over every single time that we have bet on him, except maybe once, and that one time was because he picked Yasuo for no reason. I expect him to continue that trend for us tomorrow, as JunJia are against a pretty bad team in Fred at Brion. I do expect JunJia to sweep tomorrow, and think that it could be really bloody, as JunJia will most likely look to have some fun while they're winning. Ruler can pick pretty much any champion and hit this number, except for Yasuo, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't pick Yasuo. I'm really looking forward to a Lucian-Nami duo bot lane, as he's been playing that quite a bit lately with his support. And it's been really fun to watch. They play super aggressive early on in the game, and it's just really fun to watch. In the late game, he's ulting people and just one-shotting them from full, and I just absolutely love to see it. And then prop 5 is actually the AD carry for the opposing team, Fred at Brion. So it's Hena over 3. I would take this up to 3.5, but would not take it at 4. So if he gets bumped to 3.5, still take it. If he gets bumped high up until 4, that's kind of rough. He has an average of 3.2 kills per game in his past 10, counting both wins and losses, but only 1.9 in his past 10 losses themselves. I do expect his team to get swept, so that's where my iffiness comes once he gets over 4. If they end up winning, this could be absolutely massive for him. I just don't see it happening. He's been a really good player for Bro and has consistently gone over 3 kills every series. His team are against the best team in the league, JunJia, but I do believe he can get 3 kills even if they get swept, which, like I said, I do expect them to get swept. He's been a great AD carry player and has gone over this number for us in the past when we played him. I'm not worried about it at all this time around. I think a lot of people might be scared off this play just because he's against Ruler. But I mean, 3 kills is very low, and this is an AD carry that has been getting 5, 6 kills some games. He's averaging 3.2 kills per game. I see him hitting this pretty easily. I think JunJia play a little bit slack tomorrow, and I think that they give up plenty of kills because I think that they're going to have fun, like I said. They're the best team in the league right now. They're in the top of the standings. They're going to have a little bit of fun when they're facing off a team versus a team like Fred at Brion. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully they don't get pumped too bad, but in my videos, I will start giving what I will take those numbers up until, like in this video. If you want lines as soon as they're out, I literally refreshed for 3 hours today, had all my research for every single player before even the board came out, before like 4 p.m. Eastern even, and I plan on doing that every single day. And I mean, we're consistently just going to cash in the mornings. So if you haven't signed up for Patreon yet, I recommend you do it now and get in and make some money this August. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.